Hey fellow YouTubers, welcome to another video from Vic the Brick Sports Cards. Of course I'm Vic. Have you ever wondered why your sports cards, your listings on eBay are just not selling? And I'm talking about raw cards here, not graded cards. You're thinking, well, I have a good price on it. I have some pictures up there that show the card. There's not very many other ones for sale. Why is my card not selling? Well, what I'm going to show you today is the difference between great photos that really display the card and really show the details of the card versus photos that do not show the quality of the card. They actually detract from the card, which can be a very, very big reason as to why your cards, your raw cards, may not be selling on eBay. Over the past couple days, I have been scanning on eBay to purchase some raw cards to send into PSA. I became a bit flustered and a little bit aggravated when I saw some of the listings and the photos that were attached to them. We're talking about some low dollar cards, $10, $20, $30 cards, but we're also talking about, some high dollar cards. $1,000 cards that are raw. There's no way in the world I'm going to spend, $100, $500, even $1,000 when the photos on these cards look the way they do. There is no way I'm going to do that. Think about it. When someone's shopping on eBay for cards, or when you have cards for sale, you have about 2 to 3 seconds to make a first impression on your cards. You've got to make sure the lighting's good. You've got to make sure the refractor part of the card shows up really nicely. You have to make sure your cards aren't real far away. You can't have your cards sideways. I'm trying to move this over here. You can't have your cards far away. Over here to the right, there's a sideways card over here. Can't really show that one here. But anyway, you have to really make sure the quality of your photos. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at the good, the bad, and the ugly. Think about it. It's like when you go on a first date and you meet the guy or the girl of your dreams, you're like, oh my gosh, I get to go out with this person tonight. You're going to take a shower. You're going to spend an hour in front of the mirror getting your hair done, putting gel on your hair, curling your hair. You're going to get some nice clothes. You're going to make a good first impression because you want a chance. You want to sell yourself on this date, right? Or think about when you go to sell your car. What do? You go get it detailed. You vacuum the car out on the inside, maybe for the first time in 3 years. You get your car washed. You clean it out. The car probably looks the best it ever has since the day you bought it. And even your house, when you go to sell your house, you plant flowers. You clean your house. You paint things. You fix the scratches. Your house probably looks the best it has in 10 years when you go to sell your house. Why do you go through all this? Because you want to get top dollar for your house, your car. You want to get top dollar for your sports cards as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at some sports card listings on eBay that I saw over the past couple days that really caused me to not want to buy these cards. Okay, so if you take a look at this, you might say, oh, well, that looks pretty good from a distance. Well, let's take a look. Let's close up on this one. So if you take a look at this, okay, number one, it's in a penny sleeve. Okay, so if you look over to the right of his helmet, you see all these scratches. Okay, look at his waistline to the right and left. There's all these scratches. Now, I have no idea if this is on the card or on the penny sleeve. There is no way. What if this is a $100 card? There is no way in the world I'm going to spend $100 on this. Now, I have contacted many, many sellers of these cards and said, hey, I'm interested in your card, looking to possibly purchase your card, but the photos in the card, shows there may be scratches on the card. I'm not sure if it's on the top loader. I'm not sure if it's on the penny sleeve or the card itself. Would you mind, gently or safely taking the card out of the penny sleeve And just send me a couple photos in the front and back so you can, so I can see the, really get a good indication of what the card looks like. And most of the time, I get no response. Sometimes you do. But here's an example of a card that I would never buy because of the photos. They just show potential scratches on the card and damage, okay? Here's another one. This is a card. You look at it from a distance, you say, well, that looks like a nice picture. That looks like a nice picture. Okay. I can't see the corners. I have no idea. I have no idea if these corners are white or blue because they're covering it up with the stand. Okay? So when you display your cards, a lot of people buy cards because they want to send them in, for grading. If we can't see the condition of the card on the corners, there's no way I'm going to buy this card. You have zero chance of selling this card to most people. Okay? So you want to make sure that that the corners are very, very visible and clear with good lighting as well. Okay? Here, let's take a look at the next one here. All right, so this one's in a top loader. It's in a penny sleeve. Okay, looks good from a distance. Okay, but again, you've got scratches on the card. Okay, I have no idea if this is on the card or on the top loader. I mean, there's no way I'm going to buy this card in this kind of condition, with these types of scratches on it. Okay, when you put cards up here, I would certainly strongly encourage people to take them out of the top loader, take them out of the penny sleeve, get them in good lighting, get a good angle on the card, preferably straight up and down. If it's a refractor card, make sure you can see the refractor. We'll see some of those in a minute here. Here's another one here. This card here it's sideways. You've got to make sure when you put your cards up for listings, make sure they're right side up and not sideways. Okay. The way I look at this is if someone can't put a picture up here of a card, carefully and properly, that indicates to me that who knows how they're actually taking care of the card. Are they sloppy when they're putting the card in the penny sleeve or the top holder? Is there fingerprints on the card because they're not taking care of the card properly? But now let's take a look at this card. Now this is an indication of how you should post a card. Okay, this is a great photo. It's close up. It's a refractor card. Shows great refractor, obviously. The rainbow of the card. It's very close up. There's pictures of the front and the back. Okay, now look at that. You can see all the details of the card. You can see the edges. You can see the corners very, very nicely. Okay. I mean, look at that corner. Look at the edges. You can see everything on this card. Okay. Now, to the right of the ear, there may be some, maybe a couple imperfections there, which are clearly displayed. Okay. Those up there on the top, those may be, little white crumbs. And now on this card, this person may have wanted to get a little piece of microfiber and just gently rub these little white spots off. If they're little crumbs or something on the card, little pieces of dust, they can be gently wiped off with a clean piece of microfiber without damaging the card, okay? But this is a great card in terms of a wonderful photo, a great photo in terms of getting me to want to click on this card. This card has a very, very high chance of being sold versus one of these other cards that I showed earlier, like this one with a lot of scratches on it, okay? Now let's take a look at this next one over here, okay? Now obviously this card is not close up, okay? But it does, one of the good things is it does try to show you a picture of all the corners, okay? Not very clearly, but if you can get some clear pictures of the corners, I mean, that's great. Now, the other thing on this card that's lacking is you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pictures of the front, but there's nothing of the back of the card. So you've just greatly reduced the probability of selling this card because the buyer, I mean, look at it's a $135 card. I'm not going to pay $135 if I can't see the back of this card. That's just not going to happen. Okay? So you want to show clear, close-up pictures of the front of the card and the back of the card, including the corners, surface, edges, obviously centering. Okay? Here's another one here. Okay? This card is in a one-touch. Looks good from a distance, right? But when you get up and take a look at it, look at all these scratches. There's hair on it. There's fuzz on it. Take the cover off and show a picture of the card not in the top loader. Like this one over here that I showed you. Do it, show it like that. Okay? There's no way I'm going to buy this card for $50. There's no way in the world with all these, with all these things on it that I have no idea are on the card or on the one touch. Okay? Here's one here. Okay? Again, just get a piece of microfiber and just get some of this debris off the card. Okay? Give us a good, clear indication of the quality of the card. All right? Now, here's one here. What's wrong with this one? Well, I can't see the whole card. I can't see the bottom. I can't see the corners. That's as low as it goes right there. Okay? On the back of the card, that's cut off on the right. I can't see the right corner. Okay? Here's a good picture of the front, but there's no clear picture of the back. All I can see is, I can't see the top right corner. For all I know, there could be whiting on the top right. I'm not going to spend $100 on this card if I can't see the whole card. Okay? So these are just some examples of some cards that there's no way in the world I would buy them because of the photos. Only because of the photos, okay? Now, let's take a look at a couple of great photos. Now, here's a card here. It's close up, has pretty good lighting, shows you the refractor part of the card. You can clearly see it's a refractor, okay? You can see the corners, all four corners. You can see a great view of the centering, okay? If you look close up, you can see pretty good indication of the surface of the card, okay? Same thing on the back. You can see all the corners. You can see the centering. You can see the edges. Okay, probably a little piece of fuzz there. Might want to get that little piece of fuzz off the card. Okay, but these are great pictures here, in my opinion. All right, here's another one. Great. This is a great picture. Okay, close up. Great pictures of the corners. Great pictures of the surface. You can totally see all the details of the card. All right. Obviously, it's a refractor card. Shows a great picture of the refractor of the card. All right. So, would you rather? What do you think the likelihood of this card selling is for $1,000, everything else being equal, versus a card like the first one we looked at, like this one, with all this, all these scratches on it. Okay. So I'm going to take you to some of my listings on my eBay page, and let me take a look at my cards, and let's show you how I do it. Okay. So all my cards, they're all going to be very close up. Okay. Front, there's a picture of the side, and there's a picture of the back. Okay. I know this is a graded card. Okay. But on the raw card, on all these cards, if it's a refractor, my photos show it's a refractor. Okay. If it's a raw card, it's going to show you if it's a refractor. It's going to be close up. It's going to be front and back. Okay. There's a picture of the front, close up, sides, everything on the card, very nice images. There's a picture of the back, very close up. You get a great indication of the card with a very high chance of selling this card because of the photos. Okay. And as I scroll through here, you're going to see all these cards are like that. Look at that great picture, great photo of the refractor on that card. Okay. So what you want to do when you go through your cards is you want to ask yourself, how can I improve my photos? Okay, how do my photos compare to some of these photos that I'm seeing here? Okay, how do my photos compare to this? Right here. How do my photos compare to that? Okay, and ask yourself, if everything else is right, if I have, a good price on the card, if it's a card that's in high demand, if I'm getting 20, 30, 40 views, but it's not selling, ask yourself, maybe it's my photos, okay? So I just wanted to give you my opinion and my experience of some of the cards I've seen as I have money in my pocket looking to buy some cards. And I'm not buying these cards clearly because of the photos, okay? If you've liked this video and if this has been, good information for you, feel free to, like this video, share this video, comment, go ahead and subscribe, click on the notification button, because I'm going to continue to post some content like this that will give you, hopefully, some good information to help you sell your cards more on eBay. So anyway, have a good day, and thank you for watching this video.